Oh, this one's nice and short. What product do you think Logan Paul will scalp only to find out no one wants it?
Any Yu-Gi-Oh product at all?
I don't think it's that simple.
No, I'm kidding. There's a lot to say.
I think Yu-Gi-Oh is very scalpable. It just needs the right Paul brother to shine a light on it.
I saw recently that Logan Paul was saying like that he's going to be trying to get like a PSA 10 First Ed Blue Eyes.
Shouldn't be that hard.
Going to be like opening some LOB box, you know.
He better watch out for the scammers.
Yeah, better. Because
we know all about that,
I've
huh,
been
Paul?
scammed a little bit on a LOB box. That's all I can say on that.
But I mean, there are plenty of, because in this space that we're in right now, new TCGs pop up like constantly. I'm sure there's quite a few TCGs out there that Logan Paul could try to get like his scalping culture into, and it just won't really amount to much. He could always try and get into, what's that new one that's out again? Is that Neopets?
Yeah, it's there is a Neopets game that is interesting to think about in 2026. Not saying it's bad, just interesting to think about. I think like with the Paul brothers, or specifically Logan, because he's been the one doing all this card game stuff. It's funny that there's like almost a fear of like him getting into your game. Like the One Piece players hated when he got into it. Yu-Gi-Oh players are kind of wary that like he's expressed interest in that, especially at a time when the overframes are about to come out and all that stuff.
I have a buddy who's really into the Dragon Ball card game, and he always buys a case of every single Dragon Ball set. But this was the first time he actually complained about the price of the case.
Oh, has it gone up?
Because, scalpers have reached for Goku now, too.
Yeah, the scalpers really seem like they'll go for anything. I don't know what Logan Paul's next, like, target will be. It seems like maybe it'll be Yu-Gi-Oh for a bit. I don't know. But for all of the bad that can do, there can be some good that can come of it. Like Pokemon, we've described this many times. It's really easy to build a Pokemon deck because the scalpers who, try to buy all this sealed product for every new thing, it can be tough if you're like a person who wants to go and buy an ETB maybe when it first comes out. But if you are just trying to like build a deck,
build and play
with singles and like play, so much stuff gets opened in Pokemon, and they have that already pretty generous printing structure.
It does help to drive down the prices of their singles.
Yeah, the price of like just stray singles is driven so low. Like, as a player, there's very little to worry about, like, getting the cards and just playing them. There's something else I was going to add to that. But I do think, like, if Logan Paul tries to scalp Yu-Gi-Oh, I think that there's... I don't know, like, what you even scalp, like, in Yu-Gi-Oh today. Like,
I don't think... Because it doesn't work the same way with Yu-Gi-Oh. Because if he were trying to get into Yu-Gi-Oh, he'd be digging into like LOB boxes, and the people who follow him would be digging into old Yu-Gi-Oh sets, where the singles for those sets aren't really desirable.
They're not relevant today. Like for players, we won't be very affected by that.
Because like Logan Paul could discover like 7 cases of like first edition LOB, right? Crack them all. There's only a handful of cards in that box that will have a price on them, and they could dump all the other cards online, and they just won't sell.
Yeah.
It's not a matter they'll sell for a little. No, they just won't sell.
Yeah, it won't. The collector market, particularly the old school collector market and the modern day gaming like player market, are so vastly far apart from each other.
Oh, what monster were we trying to pull out of LOB? Do you remember?
No, what? We were trying to pull a monster?
Yeah, remember? Because we played Rare Hunters, and we wanted to have the best monster
Man-Eater Bug?
I
don't know.
Like Man-Eater Bug, Skull Red Bird.
Yeah.
It's like, if those are like some of the desirable cards that were in LOB, and nobody's going to buy those.
I mean, I think that to answer the question, I think that the next game that Logan might, I guess, try to get his grubby mitts on, I'd guess either Gundam or perhaps...
I would be genuinely surprised if Logan Paul knows a damn thing about Gundam.
I mean, remember, he barely even knew anything about One Piece, though. Because there's a whole video of him saying, like,
I didn't see it.
Luffy D Monkey or whatever, and people got
That was probably on purpose.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, maybe it's Gundam just because I know that Bandai kind of tends to market Gundam as a more premium-ish game. Like, they have a lot of stuff on premium Bandai. But it does seem like with Logan, he goes for games that have more of a something that's been really long running. And while the Gundam IP is quite old, the game is so new that I don't think that there would be a perception of like, because he wants those old grails. He wants that old Pikachu. He wants that old blue eyes.
Gundam doesn't have that prestige.
So there's not like any. So I don't know that there's much left for him to really go after.
I agree.
Maybe.
I just don't think there's much room for Paul to grow.
That's right. Mom said I'll have a growth spurt next year.